solve a quadratic equation by number 1, factoring, number 2, completing the square, number 3, using the quadratic formula.
Start with factoring. So you would set everything equal to 0. So that means subtract negative 2x squared on both sides. So then it would equal negative 2x squared plus 7x plus 15 equals 0. And then you would find something that multiplies to equal negative 30 and adds to get positive 7. And it would be positive 10 and negative 3. So you would have negative 2x squared plus 10x minus 3x plus 15 equals 0. You would do negative 2x, and then you would group these two. So you would have negative 2x, then x minus 5, and then take out a 3, and then you would have x minus 5. So then you would have negative 2x minus 3, and you would have an x minus 5, and set them both to 0. And that would equal negative 3 halves and 5.
Now we're going to complete the square. First you'll add 9 to both sides, so it equal x squared minus 6x plus blank equals 9 plus blank. And then to find what you'll put in the blank, you'll do this divided by 2 is 3, squared is 9, so you'll put 9 in both spots. So x minus 3 squared equals 18, and then you'll find the square root of both sides. So x minus 3 equals plus or minus 3 square roots of 2, and then you'll add 3 to both sides, and you'll get x equals 3 plus or minus 3 square roots of 2.
X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now we're moving on to solving using the quadratic formula. So first you're going to label your 3 parts. So first you're going to write x equals the negative b term, which is 3, plus or minus the square root of your middle term, b, 3 squared minus 4 times your first term, which is a, which has a leading coefficient of 1, and c, which is negative 18, all over 2 times a, which is 1 again, with the under the square root. So 3 squared, negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, and negative 4 times negative 18 is 72, all over 2. So the square root of, that's 9 plus 72, which is the square root of 81 over 2. And the square root of 81 is 9. So then you have x equals negative 3 plus or minus 9 over 2. X equals negative 3 plus or minus 9 over 2. You do negative 3 plus 9 equals 6 over 2, which simplifies to x equals 3. And then you have negative 3 minus 9, which turns into negative 12 over 2, which then simplifies to x equals negative 6. And that is how to solve a quadratic formula.
Now we've learned factoring,
Completing the square,
And using the quadratic formula.
Bye.